Hello, I'm Paul Diachuk, founder of Elastic Steel, Master of Athletic Conditioning. Today I'm going to talk about general health conditions and some of the conditions that affect any kind of people, all kind of people, but martial artists specifically. Now, when we practice martial arts, the goal of practicing martial arts is to prevent violence. It's to establish peace, to prevent violence, to control yourself. However, at the same time, if that doesn't work, or if we're in a situation where we have no choice and we need to survive, we practice violence. We practice how to hurt people. Hopefully it's for the good cause, but that's what we do. We practice how to hurt people. However, when you work on hurting people, when you think of hurting people, when you think of kicks, punches, locks, there are negative emotions that are produced in the body. There's certain hormones that are released, and all that, believe it or not, damages your own body. If you think about it, in the past, many warriors, to calm themselves down, to release that negativity, to replace it with something positive, would arrange flowers, write poems, do those kind of things to balance themselves out. What happens very often is negativity that is produced as a result of thinking of harming somebody settles in your body. Okay? Doing stretches after your workout is just one way to release it. The problem that I see very often is that a lot of people practice only forward stretching. This might sound like something weird, but if you look at martial artists, you will see that. We can fold the legs and lean forward. We can extend the legs and lean forward. We can straddle and go forward. Okay? So we work on glutes, hamstrings, adductors. Very often we do not work on the muscles in front of the body. Now, I say muscles, but very often when we stretch back, we open up a lot of things. When we stretch back, we open up the heart, we open up the lungs, we open up the organs inside the body. Opening up those organs can prevent a lot of issues. If your digestive organs are constricted, you will have issues with digestion. If your heart is constricted, you might have issues with emotions, you might have issues such as depression. If your lungs are constricted, you might have breathing problems. Once again, lungs and heart together might give you palpitation, things like that. So one of the basic things that you can do, and in a time when yoga was still in its prime, thousands of years ago, now it's picking back up. Very often when somebody had certain issue, a teacher, I don't want to say a doctor because I don't know, but definitely a teacher would put together a system of exercises, a few exercises specifically for that person, knowing that those exercises affect certain organs, affect certain energy flow, and would help the person. Okay? So today I'm going to talk about Cobra, the very basic backward bend. Now it sounds very, very simplistic. For somebody who never tried it and never did it properly, this is something that seems out of this world. How can holding certain position can actually help me? Believe it or not, it does. I experienced it, and I know a lot of other people who actually experience it. Now, Cobra looks like this. We can come up just slightly. We can come up a little bit higher. We can extend the arms completely. For high Cobra, there are literally hundreds, if not thousands, but hundreds of good articles and good videos out there that can demonstrate how to do Cobra. I use Cobra in some of my DVDs and books. However, you can go online, you can find a lot of different information about it. Now, what is Cobra good for? Contraction in your abdominal organs, spasms in your abdominal organs, heart issues such as palpitations, certain heart issues that reach to the mind, certain emotions, especially depression, and things like that. So if you have those issues, and I'm not talking about depression such as you're in psychiatric ward, I'm talking about depression that you're just not happy about something, a few things together at the same time just didn't happen for you and you're upset, you're depressed. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. When I say digestive issues, I'm not talking about the fact that you can't eat for a long time or you can't eat for days, something like that. I'm just saying that you have a little bit of spasm after meal, right away, maybe right after meal or a few hours after meal. Lungs issues, heart issues such as you begin your workout and you can't breathe as much as you used to, you have to stop and catch your breath a little bit earlier. Small things like that which can eventually lead to big things, or you can stop them right away. So what I recommend is to read up about this pose. If you need to, you can practice many different poses specific for your conditions. Yes, this is just physical exercises. However, they do help because they do work on the energy flow in the body, and that energy flow seriously affects your whole body. So if you're a martial artist and you're not practicing that position, I recommend that you try it. There are other backward poses, not just the Cobra, but Cobra is a good one to start with. Or if you're a person who's just watching this video and you have certain issues, once again, such as depression, such as digestive issues, such as palpitations, different times of the day maybe, related to eating or not related to eating, anxiety, I recommend that you work in this pose, maybe warm up with 2 sets of 5 seconds or 10 seconds depending, and then hold it. It doesn't matter how high you hold it. You can hold it just a little bit off the ground. As long as you do it correctly and you breathe correctly, it will help you. Remember, one thing that I'm going to say is after you do the Cobra, always do the baby pose as I just demonstrated, and then go into the Cobra again. Once again, there's many videos, many articles demonstrated. Watch a few of them, get the feel for it, try it. You might be surprised that after you do it the first time, you might actually feel better, just the first time. However, a specific issue have been with you, it might take a few weeks, sometimes it might take a few months, but it definitely works. I'm Paul Dychik. Thank you for watching.